Well, hey everybody. I know it's been quite a while since I made a YouTube video, but I wanted to give a little update. I'm out here opening day of gun season 2018 at the off-grid camper and did a little hunting. Uh, got a nice 6 or 8 point on the game cam. Uh, Came in just after shooting hours last night along with a couple does. Went out today and had a doe run up about 20 feet away from me and stare me down as I was sitting in my little fold up chair with the shotgun, but I don't have a doe permit here, so uh, didn't uh, didn't take that one. Hopefully I'll have a little better luck tomorrow. But I wanted to just give a couple updates on some of the off-grid things I've shown, and just kind of give an update on myself as well, I guess. But the first thing I wanted to show was the off-grid DIY dehumidifier. Quite a few people asked about that. I kind of explained in the comments how it worked. It worked great. I'll show you how it looks right now. Here's one of the trays. Most of the salt has liquefied and passed through into the bottom tray. I went through that whole 50-pound sack of salt, and it took out a great deal of moisture. There's the shotgun, but I got another tray right here. They're still taking a little bit of water out, but they're pretty much empty. There's another one over there. Had 3 of them all together, and I'd say I was probably taking out about 2.5 gallons. What did I come up with? It was about somewhere between 2.5 and 5 gallons a month of water that it was pulling out of the air in here. And rather than having like 70 to 100% humidity in here, especially in the winter time with the small propane heater here running, the little buddy heater, because that puts moisture into the air, especially when I got the windows all sealed up with plastic trying to keep it warm. It took the humidity down from, like I said, 70 to 100% down to about 55-60%, which ideally you want it to be below 50%, but with this type of dehumidifier, that salt only activates once the humidity gets up to about 55%, so you really can't get it down to that preferable level. But nevertheless, 55% is a whole lot better than 90 or 100%. So I'm real happy with the results. And then another little update. I'll take you in closer here. I showed this. It's an electric fan, but it creates electricity from heat. I bought this online. Now I had it on my little stove up front and it worked good to circulate the air, but I also just today decided to sit it on top of my little buddy heater, and it really cranks out a great airflow, and it's a really wide distribution of air. It's not like a direct fan, it's really wide. So I've got a really good circulation of air and heat going throughout the whole camper. That alone helps to control that humidity, which has been a big issue in here. But even still, you get a lot of moisture on the windows and stuff. Anywhere it's cold, moisture condenses. When I came in from hunting today, my gun was cold, and it instantly along with my glasses, just got soaking wet with humidity. But after being in here a while with the heater running and the fan, the humidity dropped down to about 60-70%. If I had these little dehumidifiers full of salt, it'd probably be taking a lot of that moisture out of here. But I don't, so that's pretty much it. I can't remember if I showed you this or not, but I have the solar power here. That's where I get my electricity from. And I'll turn this light on up top. But you can see right here is my little control module for the solar power. That was only like 20 bucks online. It's a very inexpensive, simple, but functional unit. The batteries, I have two very large deep cycle batteries in this compartment here, and I have a 750 watt power inverter. So right now this little solar charge controller has two USB ports, so I can charge my phone or any other item that will fit in a USB port. They make little fans and stuff that fit in those USB ports and everything. I'm charging some batteries right here with the inverter, and I have a little fan here. I've ran my desktop computer off of this, but there's a little fan that I can run with the inverter. I've ran a full-sized house fan with the inverter. I run all my power tools, everything except for the 10 amp rip saw. Everything else, drills, jigsaws, things of that nature, I can run with that small 750 watt power inverter. One thing I did with it though is throughout the camper there are a lot of 110 outlets, and I thought it would be nice to be able to just plug in anywhere in the camper and have 110 versus having to do it right here at this point. Save me from running extension cords and things of that nature. So what I did is I have right down here is a fuse box for the 12 volt power, and then also a circuit breaker board for the 110. And I just took this heavy duty extension cord, cut it to the right length, and ran it right into the circuit breaker box where the 110 feed from outside would go. So now if I want 110 throughout the camper, all I have to do is turn on the inverter and plug in this extension cord, and I have 110 throughout the whole place. If I had a better power inverter, a more powerful one, and direct wire, I could direct wire that power inverter right into the circuit breaker of the camper. It's a real easy it's two nuts that you have to connect the wires to. So it would be a real easy connection and a real easy way to get 110 throughout your whole camper using solar power, 12 volt. So that was pretty neat. I don't really use it that much, but I thought that would be something that other people might like to have, especially if you want to like sit at the kitchen table and mess around on your laptop, or hook up a coffee maker in the kitchen. If you had a strong enough power inverter, you could run the air conditioner. There's an air conditioner right there along with an electric heater. It would kind of defeat the purpose to me. But if you had enough solar panels and a large enough power inverter, you could run the air conditioner and everything. So that's I'm sure that would be a really big bonus for somebody, and it's simply taking a short length of household electrical wire and running it from your power inverter to your circuit breaker box, which is already built into the camper. You don't have to create anything. You don't have to make anything up. Everything's already designed for you and set up. All you have to do is basically plug and play. So I thought that was really neat and something I would share for other people that are looking into living off grid, or simply having an off grid camper or cabin or something that you can go to go hunting or simply get away and have some fun and not have to be hooked up to a grid, especially like if you got a camper or cabin and you don't want to be paying an electric bill every month when you're only there maybe on the weekends or a couple times a year for the holidays. It would be a real good way to have electricity without having that big bill. And it's a really small upfront investment. I think my total investment for the small solar setup I had was about, I made a video on it. You'd have to just go back through the off-grid series and check that out, and I put all the details in there, but it was a really small amount of money. I'm going on my third year. It's November, so in May will be 3 years at the off-grid camper with the same batteries, same power inverter, same everything, and everything's still running great. Everything still functions. I've had no issues. I haven't had to repair or have any other expenses than that very initial cost of it was somewhere between $300 and $600. So I think that's a pretty good, a pretty small investment for 3 years, going on 3 years worth of electricity, free electricity. That's pretty much it. I still use the water filter and stuff in the well. Right now I've got the well, I just unscrewed the well pump and all the water went down into the ground to keep it from freezing because I'm not here all the time. I've actually moved in March. In March I moved closer to work. I wanted to be closer to work, and there, get that glare out of there. But just wanted to be closer to work really, and I moved, and it was a money saving thing and a time saving thing, but still come out here just to get away and to have a good time and relax, and that's what I'm doing. I'm up here for deer season, just chilling out and trying to relax and have a good time, and hopefully get some free food out of the deal too. But that hasn't happened yet. But we still have some time to go, and we did see some nice deer on the game cam, so it's promising. It's a great area for wild game and things of that nature, so I'm sure if we put in the time we'll definitely get some venison. But that's pretty much it. My short video has turned into almost 15-minute long video now. It's seems to be the way I do it. I can't make short videos, but that's it. Just wanted to give a quick update and show, give an update on some of the things that I showed in the initial off-grid series, and let people see how that stuff has worked over the long term. I pretty much lived here close to 2.5 years without electricity other than the solar power. And you know, it had its ups and downs, but it worked really good. And if I had to do it again, I definitely would. So guess I'll wrap it up and say, as always, thanks for watching.